Hi everyone, welcome back to Made Everything Official. From an empty lot to a complete home, this time-lapse reveals the fascinating journey of construction from start to finish. Every stage is a testament to planning, engineering, and craftsmanship. The process begins with excavation and foundation work, laying the essential base that will support the entire structure. Heavy machinery carefully shapes the land, while concrete is poured to form a strong, stable foundation. This step is crucial, ensuring the home stands firm for decades to come. As the foundation sets, construction moves upward. Framing crews arrive, turning raw materials into structure. Lumber is measured, cut, and assembled with precision, forming walls, floors, and roof lines. Like the bones of the building, this wooden framework defines the home's proportions and strength. Every beam, joist, and truss must align perfectly. Carpenters work in rhythm, lifting and securing large sections with cranes and nail guns, transforming a flat foundation into a three-dimensional space. You can now see the skeleton of the home emerging, every wall and corner reflecting precision and teamwork. As the framing progresses, interior partitions and support structures are added. Stairways, window openings, and floor joists take shape, giving each level its form. The structure begins to feel alive. Not just a collection of materials, but a framework designed to carry weight, resist wind, and define the flow of daily life inside. This is where the true personality of the house starts to appear. Once the framing is complete, attention turns to the roof. Trusses are lifted into place, forming the upper shield that will protect everything beneath. Roofers move quickly and skillfully, securing plywood sheathing, underlayment, and shingles to create a solid barrier against sun, rain, and snow. The sound of hammers echoes as the home is sealed from above, marking a major milestone in construction, the moment it becomes weatherproof and ready for interior work to begin. With the structure now enclosed, windows and doors are installed, completing the exterior shell. Insulation is placed in the walls, and siding adds both protection and beauty. Inside, electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians weave their systems through the skeleton of the house. Every wire, pipe, and duct is carefully planned to deliver power, comfort, and clean air. Next comes drywall, flooring, and the finishing details that define character and comfort. Walls are painted, tiles are laid, and cabinets are installed. Every step brings the project closer to completion, blending technology with craftsmanship. Finally, landscaping and exterior finishing touch the surroundings, paving the driveway, planting grass, and shaping a welcoming environment. What once was an empty plot has now become a custom-built home, ready to hold memories for generations. This time-lapse compresses months of effort into minutes, capturing the heart of modern home building. precision, collaboration, and passion in motion. From the ground to the rooftop, it's not just a house being built, but a dream taking form, one frame at a time. Watch as Huntington Apartments rises from foundation to skyline, a condensed journey of structure, design, and effort captured in fast motion. It begins with groundwork and excavation. Earth is cleared, site graded, and the foundation footings laid. Reinforcement bars and concrete create the hidden support system that anchors the entire building. Next, framing takes over. Steel and concrete columns climb upward, connecting floors and defining the building's skeleton. Each frame segment is hoisted, secured, and aligned with precision, giving the structure both rigidity and shape. Exterior walls and facade panels are added next. Windows, cladding, and insulation wrap the building in its final shell. At the same time, internal systems, wiring, plumbing, HVAC ducts, are threaded through the structure, making the interior ready even as the shell forms. Floors, balconies, and terraces take form. Structural slabs are poured, railings set, and facade details refined. The rhythm of construction accelerates as every floor stacks in succession, revealing the apartment layout. This time-lapse compresses months of transformation into minutes. It tells a story of planning, engineering, and collective skill, turning vision into concrete, steel, and place to call home. Rising from Dublin's historic docklands, the EXO building stands as a symbol of the city's modern skyline. Over months of construction, steel and glass came together to form Ireland's tallest commercial tower, a structure defined by its bold blue exoskeleton inspired by the cranes that once lined the harbor. Each level was engineered with precision, combining architectural elegance with industrial strength. From the first steel beam to the final panel, every step reflects innovation and collaboration on a grand scale. Today, the EXO building is more than an office space. It's a statement of progress. With rooftop gardens, sustainable systems, and open design, it redefines what a modern workspace can be, a place where architecture and vision meet the future of Dublin. In the heart of Dublin lies Temple Bar Square, a place that has witnessed decades of culture, art, and countless footsteps. For the first time in over 30 years, this historic square undergoes a complete transformation, breathing new life into one of the city's most iconic spaces. The project begins with careful removal of old paving and infrastructure. Every stone lifted carries a piece of history, each layer revealing the stories beneath. As heavy machinery clears the square, engineers and planners prepare the ground for a fresh foundation, one that balances heritage with modern functionality. New paving stones are laid in geometric patterns, blending seamlessly with the architecture that surrounds the square. Durable materials replace weathered surfaces, designed to handle generations of visitors to come. Workers move in rhythm, cutting, leveling, and setting each slab with precision, turning the once familiar plaza into something renewed yet timeless. Lighting systems are upgraded, utilities hidden below the surface, and improved drainage ensures the space remains welcoming through Ireland's shifting seasons. Gradually, the noise of construction fades, replaced by open space, clean lines, and a renewed sense of energy. By the end of the transformation, Temple Bar Square stands reborn, brighter, smoother, and ready to serve as a gathering place once again. What began as a construction project becomes something more, a revival of Dublin's cultural heart, where tradition meets renewal and the city's spirit continues to shine. Rising just 1 kilometer from Dublin Airport, a new landmark begins to take shape. The Intercontinental Hotel, a 10-story, 4-star development designed to redefine hospitality in Ireland's capital. The project is led by Stewart Construction, one of Ireland's premier contractors, with decades of experience delivering complex builds across the nation. Here, design and engineering come together under a single vision to create a modern hotel that blends architectural elegance with structural precision. From the first excavation, cranes and concrete pumps work in perfect rhythm. Foundations are poured, columns rise, and floors stack in steady succession. Each level adds new form and function, while the steel and concrete frame outlines what will soon host more than 400 luxury rooms. Behind the scenes, advanced technologies drive progress. Evercam time-lapse cameras document every stage, offering a detailed look at development in real time. BIM integration ensures every component, from electrical systems to facade details, aligns with digital precision before being built on site. As the structure reaches full height, interior teams move in to shape the hotel's character. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems are installed with exacting care. Walls, ceilings, and finishes begin to define elegant corridors and guest rooms. Precision joinery, lighting, and acoustic treatments ensure comfort meets craftsmanship in every corner. Landscapers prepare the surrounding grounds, integrating pathways, lighting, and green spaces to welcome guests in style. When complete, the Intercontinental Hotel Dublin Airport will stand as more than a building. It will be a symbol of innovation, design excellence, and Ireland's enduring commitment to world-class construction. A place where architecture, technology, and hospitality come together, welcoming the world, one traveler at a time. Along the banks of the River Lee in Cork, a new chapter of the city's history is taking shape. The Horgans Quay development transforms 6 acres of waterfront into a vibrant destination that blends modern architecture with deep historical roots. What once served as an industrial rail yard is now being reborn as a mixed-use district, featuring offices, homes, hotels, and leisure spaces. Central to the project is the restoration of Cork's original station house, the carriage shed, and the iconic goods shed, heritage buildings that will once again become the heart of community life. As construction progresses, cranes, concrete, and steel give rise to a new skyline. 3 state-of-the-art office blocks are designed to achieve LEED Gold standard, ensuring sustainability at every stage. Inside, open and flexible workspaces will accommodate more than 600 employees, combining innovation with environmental responsibility. From the restoration of old brick walls to the installation of modern glass facades, each detail reflects balance between preservation and progress, between Cork's past and its future. The transformation of Horgans Quay is more than a construction project. It's a symbol of renewal for the city's waterfront, where history meets innovation and the rhythm of work and life flows together along the River Lee. From the golden sands of Queensland's coast, Marella by Mosaic rises with grace and precision, a testament to modern architecture meeting oceanfront beauty. Located on Surf Parade in Broadbeach, this residential tower was brought to life over 2 years of meticulous construction. What begins as a foundation of concrete and steel soon evolves into a sculptural form of glass and symmetry, reflecting the light and rhythm of the sea. As cranes lift, pour, and position each element into place, the structure ascends floor by floor, a seamless choreography of engineering and craftsmanship. The facade, defined by soft curves and vertical lines, captures both strength and elegance, standing as a new landmark along the coastline. Inside, every detail is refined. Precision planning ensures that each apartment enjoys natural light, panoramic views, and a sense of calm above the bustling city below. The process, though compressed into moments here, represents countless hours of coordination, design, and expertise. In the end, Marella is more than just a building. It's a vision realized in concrete, glass, and sky. A perfect balance of form and function, standing proudly at Broadbeach as a symbol of modern coastal living. In Bellevue, Washington, a new apartment complex begins its transformation. 26 months of progress condensed into just minutes. What starts as an empty city lot soon becomes a modern residential landmark, a symbol of design, precision, and teamwork. The journey begins with groundwork and excavation. Earth movers and drilling rigs prepare the foundation area, carving deep into the soil to make space for underground parking and utility systems. Layers of rock and dirt are removed, revealing the solid base where reinforced concrete will anchor the entire structure. Waterproofing membranes and drainage systems are installed, ensuring long-term protection against the elements before the first pour begins. Next comes the foundation, the unseen strength beneath the structure. Crews lay out steel reinforcement cages with exacting accuracy, creating a dense network of bars and supports. Concrete trucks arrive in steady rotation, filling each form with liquid strength. Every pour must meet strict standards of alignment and curing time, creating a foundation capable of carrying thousands of tons above. Once the groundwork is complete, construction moves upward. Tower cranes rise into the skyline, signaling the beginning of the vertical structure. Floor by floor, formwork is lifted and concrete is poured, creating the core, columns, and slabs that define the building's skeleton. The rhythm of progress is relentless. Early mornings, long nights, and a coordinated dance between crane operators, concrete crews, and engineers. As the structure gains height, internal systems take shape behind the scenes. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing installations are integrated with precision, threading through newly poured concrete and steel. Each conduit and pipe must be perfectly positioned before the next level rises. One mistake could mean days of rework. By mid-construction, the building's framework stands tall against the horizon. Exterior sheathing begins to wrap the structure, enclosing the spaces within. Weatherproofing layers, insulation panels, and glass facades transform the raw concrete into a living surface. Window by window, balcony by balcony, the project evolves from a skeleton of steel into a recognizable home. On the upper floors, framing crews shape individual apartments, hallways, and common areas. Drywall follows, along with flooring, paint, and fixtures. Elevators are installed, stairwells finished, and interior lighting begins to glow for the first time. The once empty rooms now hold the essence of what will become everyday life for hundreds of residents. Outside, the construction site shifts focus to the envelope and exterior detail. Balconies are fitted with glass railings, and metal panels glint under the Washington sun. Roofing crews seal the upper deck with waterproof membranes and insulation, ensuring the structure is weathertight and ready for the seasons ahead. As the months progress, the building's story moves from heavy machinery to craftsmanship. Cabinetry, tiling, and finishing work give each apartment character. Painters, carpenters, and electricians refine every surface, proof that precision continues long after the concrete has set. Landscaping teams take over the surrounding grounds, blending nature with architecture. Sidewalks, trees, and lighting fixtures turn the once barren site into a welcoming urban space. Parking lots, bike racks, and green zones are carefully integrated, connecting the building to the rhythm of the city around it. By the final phase, scaffolding is removed, and the tower stands proud and complete. From the first excavation to the final polish, every day of the 26-month journey reflects human skill, coordination, and persistence. This time-lapse captures more than construction. It captures evolution. A patch of land has been transformed into a living community, a place filled with light, structure, and life. Each beam, each pour, each small decision has built not just a building, but a home, one that stands as a testament to the enduring craft of modern construction. At the heart of Dublin's sporting scene, Tallaght Stadium enters a new era with the completion of its South Stand, a project that expands both capacity and ambition. Built by ABM Construction, this single-tier structure adds more than 2,000 seats, increasing the stadium's capacity from 6 to over 8,000 spectators. What was once a modest venue has now evolved into a modern arena worthy of Ireland's premier football stage. From the first foundations to the final seat installation, every stage was captured by Evercamp's time-lapse technology. The process showcases seamless coordination, from steel assembly and roofing to cladding, lighting, and precision seating alignment. Designed with comfort, safety, and acoustics in mind, the new South Stand transforms the atmosphere on match days. It's not just an addition of space, but an enhancement of spirit, amplifying the roar of the crowd and the pride of Shamrock Rovers supporters. With BIM integration and advanced construction management, Tallaght Stadium now stands as a benchmark for modern Irish sports infrastructure, where engineering meets passion and every goal echoes louder than ever before. Building a bridge is more than constructing steel and concrete. It's the act of connecting people, communities, and places once divided. The process begins deep below the surface. Foundations are drilled and reinforced with steel cages, then filled with concrete to create a base strong enough to carry generations of movement above. Towering piers rise next, precision formed to withstand the immense forces of time, weather, and traffic. As cranes swing into motion, massive beams are lifted into place. Each one must align perfectly, locked together by bolts and welds to form the skeleton of the bridge. The deck follows, layer by layer, rebar tied, concrete poured, and road surfacing applied with careful accuracy. What was once open air slowly transforms into a solid crossing. Engineers, surveyors, and workers collaborate like clockwork, monitoring alignment and balance. Safety barriers, drainage, and lighting systems are installed, turning raw structure into a functional piece of infrastructure. Finally, finishing touches complete the transformation. Painting, markings, and guardrails polish the bridge into its final form. The result is not just a structure but a symbol of progress and unity, where strength meets purpose.